Welcome to Freely Speaking Podcast with your host, Carleatha Wells, where everything is spoken of from my heart to yours. Honey, when your frequency is too high, it makes other people uncomfortable with you. Let me break it down for you. You know how, like, when Jonah was on the boat, people knew he was on the boat because the boat started shifting. You know, I'm from Southeast Texas. I'm from the Beaumont, Houston area, okay? I lived in Beaumont. I lived in Houston, so you can get an understanding. I live in LA now. So in the South, you have hurricanes and storms. And you know, when the storms come, boy, you know, when it started raining in the summertime, starting June 2nd to November 2nd, you kind of like, oh, Lord, you don't know if it's a rainstorm going to come or whatever. So you start preparing. We're here in LA, I'm in California, we have earthquakes. And I never forget when we first moved here, and it had been months, and I never forget when the first the first earthquake came while I was here. I thought somebody was fighting. I didn't know what had happened because it was like a rumble, right? Like somebody fighting, right? So I thought maybe that's why the house was shaking. Then one time I was in the bed, and the bed slid across the room just a little bit, not much. It just kind of shifted a little bit. I was like, okay. So then the third time it happened to me, this is the one that freaked me out. I'm at a conference. I'm at a network marketing kind of like a little conference type thing they're having, and the keynote speaker is on the stage, the head guy, and an earthquake happened and it shook while he was on the stage. And let me tell you something, we was at a hotel and we on, like, let's just say, I don't know what floor we on, like the second, third floor of this nice hotel. Man, let me just tell you, I'm from the South. That was a little bit different for me, okay? But as I, got used to it a little bit, it didn't bother me. It doesn't bother me as much. I'd be like, okay, that was a earthquake. Because, what people be calling earthquakes in the South, in LA, it's just a little, it's like when the rain, a little rainstorm coming, you be like, oh, it's raining hard today. So it doesn't bother you, right? Because it's just rain. You just stay in the house or whatever. So the earthquakes here are like, okay, it's just a little earthquake. Keep on going what you got to do. And it's nothing. It's like rain, right? In the South. So it's like that with your frequency. When your when your vibration is high, it causes people to be uncomfortable with you. It causes people to, how they say misery love company. They'll just start being petty. They'll pick with you. You don't have to be doing nothing. You're not bothering anybody. But because you stepped in the room, or you in the building, or you in the atmosphere, they just got to do something to you. And you're like, well, why are they doing this to me? Because you shifted things. And the reason is, you probably didn't know you're a shifter. Thanks for tuning in to Freely Speaking Podcast with your host, Carleatha Wells. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking that button so you can get that notification when I post new videos. Don't forget to like,